I've somehow managed to grow to over 20k subscribers here on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to share the advice that actually helped my small channel grow. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll share the real ways to implement it into your own channel. I don't know about you, but growing on YouTube can be so incredibly frustrating when you put in so much effort into making a single video just to put it up and get 2 views. One from your mom and one from yourself. On top of that, there's so many people out there telling you how to hack the algorithm, how to blow up your YouTube channel, and most of the advice rarely ever works, at least in my own personal experience. The only real advice I wish I knew from the very beginning is this: you only have to worry about 2 things: having a good idea and a good video. And I know it's so frustratingly simple that you probably think I'm both you, but let me explain. You are going to make a lot of shitty videos. I know that because when I first started YouTube, I made a lot, and I'm saying a lot, of really bad videos. Probably some of the worst videos ever, if I can say that about myself. My motto used to be quantity over quality. But it's not like you will know you're making bad videos at the time you're making it. You're a beginner, you have no clue what you're doing. You think everything you make is decent, I guess. But truth be told, I didn't have a good idea or a good video because I was basically just making videos that already existed. I wasn't doing anything different or original, except these videos were worse than the videos that are already out there because I was a beginner at it. Why would anyone watch my boring ass drawing time-lapse videos when they can literally be watching anyone else's drawing time-lapse videos that have better quality and also, more importantly, have a better personality on camera than I had at the time? But that's perfectly okay though. 90% of people start here. You're going to make a bunch of really bad videos. That is just a fact. Congratulations, you are perfectly normal like everyone else. But the thing is, that's not an excuse to suck. I wasn't okay with making bad videos. During this time, I had maybe a few hundred subscribers. Nothing was really working and I was trying a lot of different things and just figuring it out as I went. The key to growing is not staying here. Otherwise, you'll make hundreds of bad videos and you'll never grow. What I was focusing on and what you need to focus on is that with every upload, you need to try to get at least 1% better. You can do that, right? For example, a really quick and immediate way of doing this is saving up enough money to buy better camera equipment and better audio equipment. But don't misunderstand me. Just because you drop thousands of dollars on the new Sony a7 IV doesn't mean you will suddenly get thousands and thousands of subscribers. Doesn't work that way, as much as I wish it did. That brings me to my first viral video, my Why I Quit My Job at Disney video. In this video, the idea and the video worked really well together. The title and thumbnail made people curious and wanted to know more, so it made people click. That was the idea. The video was told in a story format. I basically shared who I was before I got hired in Hollywood, what happened to me when I did get hired in Hollywood, and all the reasons why I eventually left. Because it was told in a story, naturally, because this is kind of the story of my life at the time, it made people want to watch through the video all the way to the end to find out what ended up happening to me. Because of these 2 reasons, this video quickly went viral, and that's how I got my first 5,000 subscribers. Explaining it sounds like I knew what I was doing at the time, but to be honest, I had no idea. It was really just a happy accident. I still had no idea what I was doing after such a major viral success. My next mistake was listening to all the advice out there telling you that the best way to grow on YouTube is to teach. So I started making tips videos about the things I knew something about, like Instagram and drawing. The thing is, don't get me wrong, that is a fantastic way to grow on YouTube if what you want to do is to become a teacher and to sell your online courses. This was what got me to 10k subscribers. But my videos became super duper boring. Every single video was a formulaic listicle video of about 6 to 7 tips, rinse and repeat. I had a few viral successes during this time, but it was mostly due to being ranked in search. And the idea was only sometimes good. What I mean by that is not everyone is going to want to click on an Instagram advice video every Friday. If they weren't in the mood to learn, which who is, they're not going to click on the video when it shows up to them on the homepage. You'll probably skip it for something more entertaining or dramatic or a more pressing issue, you know, drama. So I started creating more story time type videos, mostly for my own sanity. Videos like how I escaped the cult of toxic hustle culture. Surprisingly, these videos got a lot more views and watch time, even though I thought no one was going to care about these videos. These were kind of just for myself, especially because they had nothing to do with drawing or Instagram or anything. But I've had some people complain to me and tell me that they can't be a storyteller. They're not interesting or they don't have funny stories to tell. But you know what I think? Those are a bunch of dumb excuses. There is a deeper conversation here about one's lack of confidence in yourself, but just look at someone like Kelly Stamps, for example. She basically blew up on YouTube based on her story time type videos. One of my recent favorites is her story about how TSA stole her purse. But let's really think about that for a second. Who gives a fuck that TSA stole some girl's purse? For some reason, I just assume that happens all the time. She was able to tell this story in such a funny and interesting way that now hundreds of thousands of people now know that TSA has a stealing problem. By the way, for the 0 TSA people who are watching this video, stop stealing our shit. What I learned is that a good storyteller can spin something to make practically anything interesting. That's why storytime channels are so insanely popular. People want the drama, the twists and turns, and they're willing to watch through an entire video just to see what happens at the end. That right there is what I mean by having a good video. It has absolutely nothing to do with having 4K, 8K video. Does your audience watch all the way to the end of your videos, or do they click out in the first 30 seconds? Meaning you are boring. The next mistake is you're probably making the wrong kinds of videos addressing the wrong idea. After making hundreds of different kinds of videos, I realized people aren't clicking on my videos for the reason I thought they were. Here is a test for you guys. What is the reason you think people click on a how to grow on Instagram video? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious. You might say, Janet, it's obvious. It's because they're literally just trying to grow on Instagram. Or at least that's what I thought. But there's actually a more deeper, more meaningful reason why people want to watch these kinds of videos. They might be millennials who really crave social validation and want that influencer lifestyle. Or maybe they want a career that allows them the freedom to quit their 9-to-5 job that they hate so that they can pursue doing what they're actually passionate about. These are deep emotional problems that people are desperate to fix. Once you know that, the entire idea of your video changes. So instead of titling your video how to grow on Instagram and having to compete with all the other how to grow on Instagram videos out there, you can title it something like how growing my Instagram helped me quit my 9-to-5 job. I guarantee you, because the second title addresses a more emotional problem, will get a lot more clicks. And that means a good idea is only a good idea if you can truly figure out what your audience actually cares about. And figuring this out is what got me my next 10K subscribers. People make YouTube a lot more complicated than it really is. By focusing on having the right idea and making a good video, I was able to eliminate all the confusing advice out there that doesn't do anything. But the thing is, it's easier said than done, obviously. It requires a lot, and I'm saying a lot of work. But the really positive, encouraging point here is that anyone can practice in order to become a good storyteller by making meaningful video that actually addresses your audience's true problems. So the next thing to do in order to help you grow faster is to watch these videos next to learn how to make people watch all the way to the end of your videos.